Hello students, we have finally reached on to word problems. And let me tell you, word problems, according to my experience, is very painful for some of the students. But one disclaimer I want to give it over here is just solving one question is never be sufficient. Okay, then why am I going to do this for you? Is just to help you understand how to approach a word problem in case of linear equation in two variable. Let's start. Okay, so we have taken an example over here. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 over 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. Then what is the fraction? A sample problem with us. Now the first thing which all of you should understand, the last line is very important because that is what you need to find out. So here the last line is what is the fraction. So this is from where you need to make your beginning. So they are asking what is a fraction. So you will write down let the fraction be x over y. A fraction looks like this, p over q, right? So x over y, where we have taken x as the numerator and y we have taken as the denominator. Now, because this is a linear equation problem, you need to have two equations, a pair of linear equations, then only you are going to solve it with any one of the methods, substitution, elimination or cross multiplication. So we need two equations. So we need to look very carefully into this word problem and try to break it into two different paragraphs. Okay, two separate things. Let's read. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. This is what I was talking about. So from here to here, it talks about one particular situation, and then it talks about it becomes 1 over 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator, so and so, so and so. So this is the second part of the question. Let's now read the first part carefully and try to make a linear equation from that. If we add 1 to the numerator, so our numerator, our fraction was x over y, we are adding 1 to the numerator, so we will write plus 1 to the numerator, right? And we subtract 1 from the denominator, so minus 1 from the denominator. The fraction will reduce to 1. Okay, so the answer would be 1, or you can simply write it as 1 over 1. Okay, so you read the first half of the question and try to frame an equation related to that. Now what we can do is, now we can simply solve it. You can simply solve it by cross multiplication. So that will become x plus 1. 1 multiplied by y minus 1 will be y minus 1. Now let us take x and y to the one side and numbers to the other side. So this becomes x minus y is equal to negative 1, negative 1. So it will be x minus y is equal to negative 2. Okay, you can take it as 1x, 1y is equal to minus 2. So we have arrived at one linear equation in two variable. Now our work is simple. We need to do the same thing with the second half of the question to arrive at one more equation. Let's read that. It becomes means what becomes? Our fraction. Okay, so let's write the fraction again. This is our fraction. And the fraction becomes 1 over 2. Okay, so it becomes 1 by 2. How? If we only add 1 to the denominator, we don't have to do anything to the numerator, just add 1 to the denominator. Okay, cool. Now again, we need to cross multiply them like this. So 2 times x is 2x. 1 times y plus 1 is y plus 1. Take y to this side, so that will be 2x, take away y is equal to 1. So we get equations. This was our first equation, we get second equation. Simple. Okay, so we divide our question into two parts and try to arrive at two equations. Now we will solve these pair of linear equations. Okay, let's do it. X, 1x minus 1y is equal to minus 2. The next one is 2x minus 1y is equal to 1. We will solve it by using elimination method. Let me check. We will not multiply this by 2. We will see here. See here, it's already negative 1, negative 1. They are already same, but the signs are not same. So we are going to subtract them so that plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, this plus becomes minus. So here negative 1y, positive 1y gets cancelled. You are left with 1x minus 2x will be minus 1x is equal to minus 2 minus 1 will be minus 3. Let's cancel the negative sign. So that will be x is equal to 3. Once we get the value of x, let us try to find out the value of y by substituting this in one of the equation. Which one seems easy? Both of them are easy. Let's substitute in the first one only. Say 1x minus 1y is equal to minus 2. Let's substitute 3 over here. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 1y is equal to minus 2. Let's take y to the other side, numbers to the other side. 3 plus 2 is equal to minus y becomes plus y. So we get y is equal to 5. I suggest writing all the answers in these kind of boxes. Doesn't take a lot of time, but then they stand out. And when your teachers are going to correct your answer sheets where you write your answers, you know, these are very catchy. So they will immediately come to know, okay, x is 3, y is 5. That means the student has given the correct answer if this is the answer. Okay, let's now, but don't end the question here. Okay, you've got the value of x, you've got the value of y. I told you, this line is very, very important. What is the fraction? And you have taken fraction as x over y. So they must be looking for. Therefore, the fraction is, that's very important. Therefore, the fraction is, because it was x over y. So the fraction is, in place of x, we can put 3. In place of y, we can put 5. So this is our final answer. Right?